Well, that sure escalated quickly. Welcome to March.
And now, your Seattle real estate market update with Aaron Janus.
Welcome everyone to your March market update. Things are moving pretty fast out there right now. I'm recording this actually on Friday the 13th, and we'll put this out in a few days. So we'll see what changes happen between now and then. Things seem to be moving very fast, but let's have some normalcy here, and we usually start by walking through some numbers. So let's do that. Now, keep in mind, these are for the previous month, which is February. This is according to the Northwest Multiple Listing Service. So let's start with prices. We're looking at median prices in Seattle, $675,000, which is actually off about 2% year over year. If we look at the east side, we're at almost $830,000, which is up almost 8% year over year. If we look at King County as a whole, we're up about 1.8% at $615,000. Those are median prices. More interesting than that is our continued inventory situation, which is really going to be interesting to see as we move forward. But let's look here in the rear view mirror as it was. For February, we are down in Seattle. We are down 32.5% in terms of inventory level year over year. Our pending sales up 31%. So inventory down 32%, pending sales up 32%. Crazy town. 1.28 months worth of inventory on the market. Now, if we look at the east side, we are down almost 50%, 40.5% year over year. Pending sales up 27.1%. So we've got 1.25 months of inventory on the market. King County as a whole, we're down almost 41% year over year in terms of active inventory. And our pending sales are up about 27%. So you can see we are just still way out of whack with supply and demand right now. So let's take a look at mortgage rates, which we look at each market update. You know, there was a lot of volatility in the bond market, which correlates to interest rates, and interest rates dropped pretty significantly. If we look at, this is according to Freddie Mac, and this is a week ending today, in fact, or yesterday, 3.36% is the 30-year fixed rate average for purchases. So yeah, really interesting. A lot of refi going on right now, and mortgage rates are, these are extraordinarily low levels. Now, last month, we took a look at an interesting number. We did some research and found out how many homes were doing offer review periods. If you remember, that's when an agent will list a home and say, hey, we're going to review offers on such and such date. So we took a look at the number of homes that were doing them versus not doing them. Kind of an interesting barometer of how hot the market is, how competitive things could be. So let's take a look at those numbers again for this month. So we're looking at King County. We had 1,599 active pending condos in King County. And of those, 688 did have an offer review. 911 did not. So we had 43% of the inventory were doing offer reviews and 57% were not. Now, if we look at that just in Seattle, there's 543 units. 259 were doing offer reviews and 284 were not. So a little bit more, 47% were doing offer reviews, still under half. We had 53% that were not doing offer reviews. Bottom line is low inventory, high demand. Pretty simple math. So now let's take a moment to talk about what this coronavirus situation is having on our Seattle real estate market. It's really quite interesting. Anecdotally, there hasn't really been much change in what our clients are doing. The buyers that we have, people that are really active, are still really active. The folks that had sort of slowed down their search, that's really been more of a function of the lack of inventory and just sort of multiple offer fatigue, I would say. Nobody has said to us that they want to put the brakes on things or put things on hold because of this. Likewise, on the listing front, the folks that we're talking to about listing their homes, these are transitions that they have to make regardless. And again, just anecdotally, None of the folks that we're talking to are changing any of their plans as of right now. Other agents that I'm talking to, there have been a few agents that have told me that the listings that they have, they're putting them on hold. The clients want to wait, see things out a little bit. On the buy side, I have heard of a few people whose clients don't want to go tour homes, which is understandable, certainly. How we're coping with that, buyers, let's say, I mean, if there's any buyers that want to do more of a virtual tour, we're happy to go through and do walkthroughs of homes, and whether it's Skype or Google Duo or whatever it is, we can do these if people feel safer doing that. We're happy to do that. On the listing side, given how hot the market is right now, what particular homes anyway that aren't vacant, we do suggest that the clients leave for a few days anyway, so we can get maximum exposure to the market. Particularly if we're doing an offer review, we may say, hey, well, we're going to list on a Thursday. Why not take off for the weekend and we'll review offers on Tuesday? So that sort of neutralizes that. But certainly there's going to be a lot of questions. There's a lot of uncertainty out there right now. I guess what I would say is, I mean, we in the real estate market as an economy, this country, this world has suffered much bigger things, other pandemics, wars, 9/11, all kinds of things we've gone through. And should, particularly the sell-off that we've seen recently on Wall Street, if this ends up leading to a recession, that's not the end of the world. It's not necessarily going to lead to a recession. However, I mean, everything is cyclical, and yeah, things might be tough right now, and people are scared and fearful, but things are going to come back. They always do, 100% of the time. So I think we just kind of need to take a deep breath and relax and just put things into perspective. This is going to be really difficult on a lot of people. I mean, shut school down for the next 6 weeks. But there's some benefits to that. Like me doing this video right now. I'm here at my home office rather than at my office with my my producer extraordinaire and right-hand man, Mr. Brett Godfrey. See, the good things happen. Like he can't make me wear that leprechaun hat that he wanted to do for St. Patrick's Day. So see, there's a little win in there for me. Now that I say that, I know that he has the ability to edit this video. So hopefully I won't be wearing a hat in this video. Anyway, the fact is that this thing will blow over, and we just kind of need to stick together. We need to not freak out. Things are going to be okay. Might be a little bit of a rough patch, particularly for those that this is severely impacting their income, restaurant workers, folks like that. But we just need to look out for each other and stick together and know that it's going to be okay, and we're going to get through this. Like anything else. Also, this is we can choose to see the bright side in some of this and to learn some lessons, perhaps our preparedness for a reduction in income, or various other things. We can use this as an opportunity to make changes so that we are more prepared next time. Anyhow, sorry, I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent there, but just let's take care of each other. That's the bottom line. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this month's market update. I wish you and your family well, and stay healthy, stay sanitized. And obviously, if you have any questions about real estate, the market, or anything else, as a matter of fact, give us a call, shoot us an email, keep in touch. We'd love to hear your feedback. Obviously, we would love it if you checked out some of our other content that we're putting out. I have some fun stuff coming later this month too, so keep an eye out for that. And if you haven't seen our latest video on home staging, check that out. That was a great interview with our home stager. So thank you so much again for watching, and be well. We'll see you next time.
House goals realized. JanusGroup at RE/MAX Integrity.
It's a tooth!